Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
Hey folks, welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast. Very special edition. Four of us are present. Try not to laugh our asses off. Five of us. Four of us present on camera. Oh my God. Hey, Merry Christmas to you guys. Enjoying the holidays, man. We missed you guys.
Happy New Year.
Is Kyle here? Joining me today, we got Mr. Rob Root up there with the nasties. Got Kevin, of course, and then Vince as well. Man, what's up? And then not pictured in the stream, if you're watching the YouTube version, we also have Sebastian present too. What's up, Seb?
I'll have to set the picture, dude. I'm laying in my bed. I got ball shorts.
On the next topic.
I got Dunder Mifflin, an office shirt. If you watch The Office, you know it's
And he is wearing his pink tie.
And he's wearing his pink tie.
I was never my tie. I don't even know what my friend did with that.
Oh my God, man! Listen, this is
that tie,
dude. We're gonna have the giggles during this whole show. I know it. It's staring at you fools is gonna be such a difficult thing to get through. But anyways, we will power through it. If this is your first time joining us, we are a pro wrestling podcast. You can find us on Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, Google Play Music, and iTunes. Of course, we are on YouTube. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. If you're watching, please click like and subscribe down below. Help us get to 100 subscribers, and we'll do something funny to Vince, because Vince is someone that's always fun to do something funny to. All right?
Oh,
really?
Really now? So this is the kind of podcast we're having today.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You guys, let's go ahead, man. Jesus, I feel so out of rhythm. It's been a week, and it feels like forever, right?
It really has. I almost wasn't sure if I could be on the podcast, but it felt like years since I've been on it, and it was only last week, Wednesday, that I last did the NXT podcast, and man, it feels like forever. But we've had a lot of good stuff to talk about, so I'm excited to get going.
I was ready for this 2 days ago, man. I was ready. My webcam's been sitting centered.
Rob, you have the coolest setup. I'm not gonna lie. Out of the four of us here, I give it to Rob. Vince, you a good second, and then me and Kev, we're gonna tie third, because our lighting is just all jacked up on our ends.
I got a nice backdrop in the background. That's the only thing I got over everybody. It's a nice little backdrop.
I'm laying in my bed watching the 49ers.
I forgot. I forgot.
Exactly.
No, actually, Sebastian has the worst setup. Sebastian's definitely fit.
He doesn't even have a camera. Of course, he has the worst setup.
Best setup.
You guys, man, did y'all have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
I know I did, and I'm gonna take this opportunity. I was gonna tell you guys before the show, but I'm gonna tell you during the show while we're recording. My mother is going to be linked to this particular podcast. For those that don't know, my mother bought me a brand new laptop and a brand new Blue Yeti microphone. That's how I'm actually on stream here rather than sitting on my cell phone on the couch.
Yep.
So I have to show her the link to say, this is what what word am I looking for? Am I drawing a blank? Your
investment went towards
investment. Yes, that investment is getting you. So thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Lanny, for the warranty.
Hey, and you know what, Rob? You sound amazing.
Mama
you
Rob.
look phenomenal. That setup looks top notch, man. And I mean, it's good money. Good money right there.
Money well spent, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kev, you have a good one with your kids, man? You and your family?
Oh, you know it. Tore it up. Ate a bunch of good food. Hung out with the in-laws.
Can't got his tongue.
You know how we do in the Kevin Crazy household.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So.
What's that show? It's like, yeah, you know it. I'm sitting here trying to think of it.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like Nickelodeon or something?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know it. Oh, man. Vince and Seb, of course, man. You guys had an awesome Christmas, right?
Yeah, I had a pretty good one.
Vince, I've heard a lot about everyone else's families, but you have been oddly quiet. But it's the little pieces I put together. I feel are there more than 5 of you that live in your house?
There's like 6 of us.
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
You have a big house, a big household rather.
Yeah. So it's basically just the whole family setup. If not, sometimes I'm staying with my cousin. I chill with him. It just depends. Right now I have a whole like
Little
gang
house.
of us going on in the background because outside of the room it's just like all party back there.
Kudos
And
to
yeah.
your house being nice and soundproof because I can't hear a bit of it.
I paid top dollar to get that studio quality like room, so it's soundproof. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out.
That or you guys just don't know how to party.
We'll see. We'll see.
Dude, like I can talk, man.
Quality because I can't hear the wind.
Also, too, I think just like the mic I'm using does really good of like noise canceling everything else around me. So like unless it's like really loud inside the room itself, it's not gonna capture the outside audio.
Yeah, that's cool. Sebastian, lastly, of course, you had a good Christmas with you, and I heard you drove like a long distance, right?
Yeah, we drove Christmas Day out to Dayton, Ohio. That's about a 4-hour drive for me. That's where my mom and stepdad and that part of the family lives, and we stayed till yesterday.
Being the Michigander I am, I have to say boo.
Oh, man. Well, hey, and then, of course, to all our viewers and listeners, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas as well. From the Smack Draw crew to you guys. Only one of us missing is kind of a bummer is Jay Thunder, man.
Yeah, but he's out there being a dad. That's way more important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. While, of course, me, Rob, and Kevin and Sebastian are kind of just neglecting our families to do the show.
I shoved him in bed and said, "You gotta record."
Yeah, you emptied out that living room in a hurry, Rob.
Rob's like, get out!
I'm gonna hang out with my friends. All right.
Now, see, if Sebastian could have done the same thing, he would have been on camera too. But he doesn't carry that same cachet that Rob does.
Oh man, Rob knows how to keep his fit. Oh my god. Anyways, listen, man. If you guys want to hit us up sometime, make sure to follow us on Twitter at SmackDrawPod. Myself at the Kai Tai Show. Sebastian is at WrestlingFan_32. Rob at 2 words can't see me. Vince, you're at SES Vince. And then Kevin, of course, is at KevinCrazy316. Follow us and hit us up, excuse me. Anytime you guys want to chat wrestling. You guys see the thing we got going on for the channel, doing the creators tournament, WWE 2K20.
Yeah.
You see what I set up there?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Sick.
I like how that just came out of nowhere. Like, it surprised me.
I always wanted to do it, but
Yeah.
I had to fix the freaking 2K20s as broken as they say it is. I bought it for the PC, and it ran at like 25% speed, so...
You should have bought 2K19. You probably could have had it for like $10.
No, 2K19. Look, no, true story. 2K19, $60. 2K20, $30. Like it was,
Hilarious.
yeah.
That's
I mean, it
hilarious.
makes sense.
That was my plan.
I'll throw it out there real fast. 2K16 was free for Xbox Gold like a couple years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And them
NBA
controls
2K
are
was free for NBA.
absolute garbage. I will not buy their new video games. Coming
Dude,
from a guy that played like Revenge and WrestleMania 2000, them controls were absolute garbage. I lost a match in like 3 seconds because I didn't do the joysticks right. I did joysticks to kick out of a pin. No, what happened to mashing the A button?
Well, on the plus side, you won't have to be playing the matches in the tournament. You're just going to be simulating them, right?
yes. So
Kyle?
exactly. So if you guys want to join me, I'll link the Twitter channel not the Twitter, excuse me, the Twitch channel in the description below. What it's going to be is a 16-man tournament taking place New Year's Eve, 7:30 Eastern time, PM, of course. And it's all simulated. And what it is we've assigned 16 other wrestling creators. They create podcasts. We got Sarah on there who makes insanely awesome custom
Shout out to Sarah.
yeah, wrestling videos. We're going to shout them out during the stream. We're going to hang out with you guys. And we're just going to simulate a tournament for fun and figure out who is the best wrestling creator of all. Well, we know it. It's us. So that's why we couldn't put ourselves in the tournament. That would just be unfair. So we put everybody else in. And we're just going to simulate this tournament. We've assigned wrestlers at random. My early pick is going to be, oh God, I forget who they got assigned, but Tommaso Ciampa. That's my early pick for who's gonna win. The tournament.
gotta support the Chicago podcast, the Get Yo podcast. You know, they went with the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin.
Gotta support, Chicago love, from our podcast to theirs. Gotta rep them, man. So they're my pick to win the whole damn thing.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not gonna be insulted, but Rob and Kevin and Sebastian, did you see the bracket and see who all was gonna be in it?
I did. I kind of glanced at it, but I couldn't tell you.
It's all good.
I can't remember who got him, but I feel bad for the one that got Lars Sullivan.
That's true. That was oh God, who was it? Collar and elbow wrestling.
I saw that, and I was like, imagine drawing him, and like a few hours later, that broke.
Oh, hey, now listen.
What if they win with him? Like,
Yes.
Did they pick it or
no?
this
was completely at random. So what I did was, if you drew somebody whose power ranking was like super low or overpowered, like I wasn't obviously gonna let like Brock Lesnar be in the tournament while you had
You should have canceled Baron Corbin. He's OP.
Corbin's not in the tournament. Corbin is not in the tournament. I'll tell you that right now. Not after last time.
So there can't be a true winner.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, no.
Shut up. We did a little tournament recently, too, between us 6 members.
What was that?
Rob's proxy, Baron Corbin, ended up winning the thing. And I was frustrated, so I did an elimination chamber match, and he won it again.
That was such bullshit. Oh my God.
I got seriously heated, man. I was just shouting bullshit into the microphone like at a video game stream.
You should did Armageddon Hell in a Cell.
Oh, man. Maybe next time. Anyways, all right, down to business, boys. We're here to talk about the week's ongoings. Mainly news. We're going to kind of not really go over the show recaps unless major storyline development took place, which there was a couple little things, but it was the holidays, so nothing crazy storyline happened. But yeah, so first up, we have the rejuvenated feud between... Oh, no, excuse me. That's the second story. First story. Andrade wins the United States title at a house show in MSG, facing off against Rey Mysterio. Man, talk about a lucky crowd, you guys.
I'm gonna cut in line on this.
Shit.
I'm gonna let you guys talk about it because I really only have one thing to say about this. Change a different title at a house show. It's the second time the U.S. title is changed at a house show. Make it a different title.
Boo,
Change
Ross,
the world
man.
title at a house show. Make it cool.
Have Brock drop his title at a house show.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad Andrade won it. Blah blah. Make it a little more like the U.S. title is kind of low tier. Do something cool. That's all I'm saying. I'll be like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar lost his title in Louisville, Kentucky. That'd be cool. Like legit, yeah.
Dude,
So
we
Seth
don't.
can be there and watch it.
We don't care where Brock drops his title. Just drop it.
That'd be lost money right there. People pay money to see Brock lose that belt.
Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys cover the whole match really quick. I'm gonna step out for a second. I'll be right back.
All right,
I'm gonna hang out with you anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take the lead here, and I just want to go ahead and say what I think is really cool about this is that Andrade finally has a title on the main roster. He hasn't had a title since his NXT title run, and the guy, look at the guy. He's a main eventer. He's the top guy. He should be champion already. I don't know why
He should drop Zelina Vega.
I know you're not really a big fan of Zelina Vega. So the one thing that I think is happening here is I think Ray is moving on to something with Seth. So they don't want to hang the U.S. title or handicap it with just Ray. They want to move that onto a different story so Andrade can go ahead and defend it with Umberto or Ricochet or someone else. So they got that storyline going, but they also had the Seth storyline going because from what it looks like, we'll talk about it more in detail when we get to that topic, but it looks like Ray might be going into something with Seth and the OP. So overall, I think it's kind of cool that Andrade has the U.S. title. I think it's long overdue. And I thought it was kind of cool that they did it at a house show, regardless of how you feel, Rob, about it being the U.S. title.
That's cool and all. Just do something different. You did that already.
Rey Mysterio's retiring. That's why
he's not retiring, Kevin.
Dude, no way, man.
He's gonna wrestle till he's 90, man. The dude's in shape. He's 90 pounds. He's still up there. He's gonna wrestle till he's 90.
I
He's not retiring.
Maybe not retiring, but I don't think he's going to be on TV and shit like that as much as he has been lately. I think his role is going to be, diminished.
No, I don't think so. I think they're getting too much out of Ray right now. I think on this stage of Ray's career, I think it's amazing what they've gotten out of Ray since he's came back.
Hell yeah.
I mean, not just matches. This guy's doing the best promos he's done his entire career in the last 2 months.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yo, he made me damn near cry twice, bro.
I mean, like I said, it blew my mind what they've gotten out of him in this run. What I will say about this, though, in particular, I'm glad he won the belt, Andrade. Only problem I have is that, like Vince said, it is his first title. I feel like that's something that could have been on TV, made it a little more special.
Whatever. It's awesome for Andrade, man. Come on now.
When AJ won it a year ago, he's already had title reigns and stuff, so it didn't feel as special as your first. You're always only going to have a first.
But how many people have won a title at a house show?
Not too many.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, I won a title at a house show.
And secondly, it kind of feels weird. I know Ray's moving on to probably Seth, like Vince said, but they had this thing where Andrade was losing, getting frustrated with Selena. It feels weird that they just randomly did this in the middle of that. So I wonder if
isn't that like a WWE thing to do, to like randomly drop something and never talk about it again?
Yes.
Come on. So like if anything, it
not
falls
be
right in line
more-
to what they do.
Yeah.
So I mean, Kyle, I know the next topic is supposed to be the Asuka Becky stuff, but since it kind of ties together, I'd say let's jump to the Seth AOP stuff and then circle back to Asuka and Becky, because like I was saying while you stepped away, is I think the reason Ray dropped the title is because they decided they're gonna do Joe, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio versus AOP and Seth Rollins at the Rumble or sometime soon, and I think that's the whole reason for it.
Way to spoil. Joe is medically cleared, folks. Come on.
Well,
He got
to be fair, I think we all knew that when he went through the table. They weren't going to put him through the table if he ain't cleared. But, I mean, I'm down for it. I really like what they've done with AOP and Seth, and, and the way they did it with Joe was one of the best innings to Raw in a very long time.
Yo, that line that he says, if I get up, it's both y'all asses. I swear I say that to my two boys every effing day.
I was personally, you guys know, like ages ago, I said that I can't wait for AOP to leave the back room and come out and start causing terror. I particularly don't like him being teamed with Seth Rollins. I see why. I do. I just don't care Seth Rollins. But it's cool. I'm about it. And I was all about them coming out, taking out the Viking Raiders and taking over the tag team division until they put Samoa Joe on the table. That moment, I just kind of looked at my screen. I was like, wait, now I want y'all to die. Like, y'all just messing with Samoa Joe, dude. Like, he going to Kokina clutch you, and you're going to sleep for days. You're done.
When
so
was
they did what they wanted to do.
When was the last? When was the last time we got like a badass babyface Samoa Joe? Like, do any of you follow him back to his like?
I don't think so,
he's never had a babyface run in WWE. He debuted
I'm
in
talking-
NXT as a babyface,
He
but
doesn't
like
need one. He screams face, or he screams heel. Like, he's a he's a naturally born bad.
My favorite thing was when that time he choked out Paul Heyman, and like the mic could only pick up like half of the audio like of what he was saying to Paul Heyman. Dude, that was like, it was like watching like a baby fawn just like get murdered by a boa constrictor, just like slowly.
that's one way to put it.
Yeah. It was awesome, man. So you guys, what's the ceiling for this newfound faction, AOP and Seth, man? What's the ceiling here?
Seth, with the help of AOP, gets the title forcibly off of Brock Lesnar, and AOP become Raw Tag Team Champions.
AOP
They're gonna turn Brock
face.
face though. They're gonna turn
AOP
Brock face
is the
for that?
only thing that can beat
No,
the
but see, here's the thing. You go back to even like heel Seth, when he got the title off of Brock, he was still a heel. Brock is still technically a heel. They could use the whole story where like you can play with like the heel face dynamic a bit.
I'm missing some. When did heel Seth get it off of Brock?
Yeah,
when he cashed in Money in the Bank back in
Dude,
the day.
he got that out of Roman. He curb stomped Roman for that. That's different. He still got it
but
off
the
of
title
a
was on
phase.
Brock, though. I'm just saying.
But you'd
the
have
title
to.
was on Brock. The
you'd-
title was on Brock. He cashed in on both of them, and then when there was like a rematch, including John Cena, I believe, and then he snuck away with the victory, curb stomping Brock Lesnar, and got the win that way.
Kevin, are
So-
you picking up what I'm picking up on? But how are you going to do a heel Seth and a heel Brock in a singles feud?
Well, to be fair, they had a match. They had a match, and that's how the Undertaker got reintroduced to that feud. Undertaker interfered in that match. But after Mania, if you remember, Brock took out the announcer.
Oh,
I think it was Michael
but
Cole.
that was kind of different. Brock was on a warpath for some revenge. Like
Kane
Well,
and
you don't think
Velasquez
he'd be
can come
again
back
if
for some
Seth
revenge. They could do that.
yeah.
You know, Brock can move on
Kane's
to
getting that
Kane.
knee surgery, man. We ain't going to see Kane for a while. That was a bad investment by WWE, and I love Kane. That was such a bad investment.
No, but
Okay,
going back to that could be the ceiling. I'm not saying maybe they don't get the title off of Brock, but I can see Seth being WWE champion while AOP are tag team champions. That's the ceiling, I think.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So you think draped in gold at one point?
Draped in gold.
Draped in
I
gold.
mean,
Speed of Era style.
They did it with OC. I mean, granted, AJ had the U.S. title, but still, they did it with OC and they did it with AJ Styles. And Seth Rollins and AOP are much better than OC. Like, so much better. So much.
I think they could arguably be better.
And I started saying earlier. I started saying earlier, right now, AOP is the guys to take the titles off the Viking Raiders because you got OC talking about, we pinned the Viking Raiders. Yeah, you pinned them at a pay-per-view that nobody cares about. That doesn't count. It doesn't count. Meanwhile, AOP, they can take out the Raiders and it'd be legit believable. That'll see.
Yeah, AOP did pin him twice. That's right, though.
The first one was fake, and the second one wasn't a title match. Come on. The WWE people pin champions all day for non-title
So Rob's shooting for. He's not throwing anything at Seth, but he's shooting for AOP to take on.
No, I'm saying I do agree with Seth holding the world title while AOP takes the Raw titles.
Okay.
I was just stressing the fact that I think AOP are the ones to take the Viking Raider titles, not the.
I think that's the Mania match, Rob. I think what they're doing is that they were gonna try to do the AOP versus Raiders feud, but they decided to pair up Seth and AOP because they weren't anticipating Seth just being turned on the fans, you know, like the fans just turning on him. So they decided to do something different, turn them heel, and decided to align them with Seth Rollins. So in the meantime, he's going to help Seth Rollins, and they're going to be established as a faction with Seth. Then down the line at Mania, or maybe at the Rumble, as soon as the Rumble, or even like the elimination chamber in between, they can get the tag titles off Viking Raiders. But I think that's the end goal. By WrestleMania, AOP will be tag team champions.
Yeah, agreed.
I really feel like tag team gold is in AOP's future. I don't think the world title is going to be in Seth's scope until Brock has it taken off of him by someone else. I don't see Seth taking it off of Brock. I don't.
I see that. I see that. But you were saying what's the ceiling? The ceiling is Seth as world champion.
Yeah.
And
also, you think
given
while before the three change, you believe Seth will hold world title gold again in this trio. Yeah. Okay.
And all I was saying is that I could see then Seth be able to take the title off of Brock because he's proven he can beat Brock before. He's a heel now, so there's no lack of or like not wanting to cheat or do anything illegally because he's a heel now, and he has two big giant monsters backing him up. I'm sorry, I love Brock, but you got the two AOP guys and Seth. I don't blame the guy if he loses.
It's arguable that they're both.
But Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe, you ain't getting through them. Just saying. Let them team up.
We'll
Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe.
Remember that time you put me through that table?
We'll see, man. We'll see.
All right. Let's move on. Unless there's anything, Kev, you want to add to this whole speculation of the AOP ceiling.
I think you're all wrong.
Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, I was like, give us something good here. No. Something good that we will be given though is Asuka is renewing her singles feud with Becky Lynch.
Love it.
Yeah, man. So Becky cut this awesome promo on Raw, which was very true, very finger on the pulse of like the fans. Which you gotta love it when you get that. Instead of some cheesy storyline to get two people up, you use common speculation and common ideology. And Becky said it, man. She was like, WWE is protecting me. They're protecting me because they're scared I'll lose to Asuka. So screw that. I want to fight Asuka. Asuka's beat her twice. She addressed it. And I think that's awesome. That is that right there, just taking the truth head on and then going after the feud is so much better than just by coincidence pairing them up with each other. Yeah, man. And that's got me hyped, man. I think that's the feud right now. Granted, I got a very short foresight because this is just what we're talking about. But right now in WWE, that is probably the feud I'm most hype on. What about you guys?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I agree. And that promo was so fire because not only did she make herself look like a badass, she put Asuka over so much with, like I said, not compromising herself at all. It was so good. And it was only like 5 minutes long, too. It was crazy. It was so good.
I'm going to go ahead and throw you my take that I always have that's different than 100% of the WWE universe.
I can't wait.
I'm all about the feud. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about seeing Becky whoop Asuka's ass and Asuka's whoop Becky's ass. But everybody that knows me knows I am so ready to see Becky Lynch lose her title. I don't care if you lose it as a house show and send me a text message. Cool. Yes, it happened. Yes. If you're pairing Becky Lynch and Asuka, they're probably going to fight for the title at Rumble. Asuka's wearing a tag team championship belt. Becky's wearing the Raw Women's title. You're not going to take the strap off Becky 2 months before WrestleMania. Therefore, this feud is going to go nowhere for me because Becky Lynch, last two pay-per-views, didn't defend her title. So Becky is not going to lose her title. So I don't want to see it. Move on to when Becky's going to lose her title. I'll be a happy camper.
Well, we can't. We can't.
Cynicism.
We can't jump a month and a half in the future when Shayna wins the Rumble and beats her at Mania because that's
all well and good.
Cool. Early Rumble predictions.
They're taking her title at Mania, but before then, whatever you throw at me, I'm not because you're not.
I think that's the obvious thing. Shayna's going to win the Rumble, and right there's your Mania match, and that's guaranteed at least top two match at Mania. I mean,
for sure.
So
Becky's not going to lose her belt. So.
Okay, so the one thing I will say is that what I loved about the Becky promo is that it feels authentic. It feels like something she tried to work and come up with, and that stems from the origin of what the man was supposed to be, not this corporate being pushed down our throats, like invention of the man. It's like it feels very Austin, like it feels very genuine to Becky Lynch, the person, that this is a personal feud for her.
I need to beat you, Rock.
I need to beat you.
Yeah,
exactly. She needs to do it. She doesn't care if she wins or loses. She needs to prove to herself that she can beat Asuka, and they've done a great job. Is very slightly every time Asuka's in the ring or in the same venue as Becky Lynch, they always mention that Asuka's the one person that's always beaten Becky Lynch, the one person Becky can't win. And if you go back to last year's Rumble, it was actually Asuka that took the SmackDown Women's title off of Becky Lynch. So this is like coming full circle that this year they're fighting for the title again, but it's for the Raw Women's title. So
this time
Becky gets
Asuka's going to win, and it's going to put an ending on the story. Oh my God, Becky finally beat Asuka. She didn't lose her title.
Rob, listen, just because Becky Lynch sold you cable and now you're locked into a 2-year contract, you cannot.
She's threatening to take away my TNT, man.
Wednesday Night Wars are getting real.
Oh my God, man!
But overall, I think it's great though. I like that the feud is going. I like that they're arguably the two top women wrestlers on Raw right now, and they're going at it. I just want to see a good match, and you're going to get a great match out of these two. I know Asuka's not going to win the title. I'd love to see it, but she's not going to win it. Shayna's going to win the Rumble. Becky's not dropping that title until WrestleMania to Shayna Baszler. That's the match. That's the money match. Everybody wants to see it. That's why Becky Lynch attacks Shayna Baszler after their triple threat match at Survivor Series. They're planting the seeds, and I love it.
I don't know, man.
So until Mania, I don't even want to see Becky Lynch. Just don't. Go.
Anyways,
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
we'll
I'm all
move.
for
We'll
this
move on to
match.
some rumors. Rumors, boys.
Wait, Seb didn't get his turn, did he? Seb?
No, I'm just saying I'm all for this match. I'm all for the feud. I'm a story kind of guy. The story they're telling is straightforward. It makes sense. It makes you care.
But are you going to read the end of a book if you already know the end?
It's wrestling. I mean, there's a journey
I'm
in
sorry, I'm just
wrestling.
trolling. I really want Becky to lose the title.
I like how Seb answered. I like how Seb answer was perfect. It's like it's wrestling. It's wrestling.
Okay,
No,
going for
like in
kayfabe.
wrestling.
Oh my god, I hope Asuka wins. Oh my god, she can totally
No.
beat Becky. She's done it so many times.
That's not what I meant. What made Daniel Bryan win at WrestleMania 30 was the journey. So great was the journey to get there. And wrestling, the journeys is what makes those moments. I don't want something rushed just because, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna segue. We'll talk about our next topic, but first I have to say that SmackDown was in my town this Friday, and I didn't get to go, and I was okay until Daniel Bryan fucking yesed 40,000 people, and I was.
The yes movement's back, Robin. You missed it,
And I
man.
wasn't there.
You missed it.
I was so sad. I was fine, even though when he first came out, I was like, "Y'all gonna lead off with Daniel Bryan, but that's okay. It's okay."
I think he was there like 3 times, Rob.
Right? And then when he yes to end the show,
Man, fuck the 49ers. I'm just saying.
Oh, hey, listen.
so I had to plug that now. That was off topic, but I had to plug it.
Oh my
I was
God.
fine until that moment.
Anyways, let's go into some.
I don't know what's next, but I do want to add real quick. I was just seeing it. Randy Orton got pulled. The X got put up. They stopped his match tonight at a house show with a shoulder.
Uh-oh.
So
Wait, no. Breaking news. What?
Randy Orton's match tonight at the house show got the X. He got pulled out. Something with his shoulder. He landed weird on an RKO attempt, and they stopped the match. So.
Damn.
So breaking news from the Smacked Raw podcast: Randy Orton injured for an undisclosed amount of time.
You heard it first.
You heard it
Even before
first.
The guys in the stadium, the fans that are sitting there watching, they didn't even know yet.
Yeah, what are you on, Seb? You on Twitter or something? Like,
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
He's on
guy posted the
drugs.
video. No, that guy posted the video.
he's at the event right now.
Yeah, he's at the live event. Yeah.
No, Seb's at the event right now. Yes.
That's why he can't be on camera.
Yeah.
They have signs about that. I didn't realize that, but like no video
figured
recording,
it
no
out,
streaming. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they have signs like that, but
Good
you can
luck.
still be on your phone. That's not a big deal. You can still record.
Let's go. Hey, let's
No,
let's.
I have to plug it real fast. When I went to SmackDown, they told me that record, take your phone. And they scared. I didn't record nothing. Okay, I won't.
I just wanted to be in the moment with y'all.
They're like, you can take pictures, but if we catch you recording our superstars, I'm like, okay, yeah, I won't. I promise.
They won't do nothing.
No. Yeah.
They don't want the smoke.
They don't want the smoke.
Hey,
It was SmackDown. The Street Profits weren't there. All right.
Okay.
but a tag team that might be coming is the Usos.
Usos. Hey, what's y'all's take, man? We missing them, right? Hell
my
yeah.
God,
I'm missing them.
Hell
Man.
yes.
I'm definitely missing them.
Dude, Usos, right? Honestly, probably one of the top tag teams on the planet, and they're in WWE, being freaking what's the word? They're being like throttled in the tag team division. Like they are somehow maintaining being one of the best tag teams on the planet in a company that doesn't let tag teams reach their
Be
true
tag teams.
potential. Yeah, be tag teams. That's amazing, man. Dude, if we, like, honestly, so I know a lot of people out there, they give you a lot of hell about if you start, like, oh, let's send someone to AEW, this, that. Like, no. The Usos should be in AEW or should be in New Japan. I'm saying it right now.
New Japan because I don't want them in AEW just for the simple reason that they're just gonna end up doing a bunch of spot fests, and I love it, but like until it changes right now, the tag team even it's cool sometimes. I guess it just depends on my mood, but sometimes I go into it and it's just a bunch of spot choreographed fests with like a lot of AEW stuff. If they go to New Japan, that's them versus Gorillas of Destiny is my dream.
Just because you're the host of NXT, SmackDraw's NXT shows.
I think I gotta plug it out real quick. I think that's why I'm leaning towards AEW over WWE. Like I'll make it fast. They do have their issues. Don't get me wrong. Like the fake punches that happened last week.
Oh my
like,
God.
dude, you weren't even close. I'll give it to you.
Man,
But
come
with-
on, man. Shit happens. Come on, man.
even it does. I'm not criticizing them. But with the spot fests, like even the boo boo boring matches are off rip exciting from start to finish. For WWE, you gotta wait a good 10 minutes to start picking.
For me,
you have to get through 2 commercial breaks in like 60 rest holds.
Right. Meanwhile, AEW, I'm invested as soon as the bell dings. They're spot festing. Let's go. Let's do this.
What I gotta say about the Usos, no matter whether they're on WWE, NXT, AEW, New Japan, or my local indie scene, it depends on the matchup. AEW, I only really want to see them against LAX and the Young Bucks, maybe the Lucha Bros.
Oh, God, I'd kill for the Young
Maybe the Lucha Bros?
Young Bucks.
Come on, man.
Just
Dude.
because I'm more in the camp where I want them to be single stars right now because Penta should be a world champion.
Usos right now against Private Party or Usos against God. Gorillas of Destiny. Man, make that
I want
happen.
them on New Japan.
But I'm saying
was,
either or, man. Put them against Private Party because honestly, I can never get enough of Hurricanranas out of everywhere.
Actually, I didn't think a Private Party. That's a good one. That's a good one there. Honestly, like even like the tag teams they have right now in WWE, I'd love to see more New Day Usos, more Revival Usos versus Viking Raiders, Usos versus AOP. Put DIY back together. Let me see them together.
They have so much chemistry. It's not even.
I'd just like to watch them face against Gorillas of Destiny for the F-bombs and the goatees.
That's my absolute dream match.
Yeah.
That's my absolute dream match. I want them to like go to New Japan, have that one match, and then come back to WWE.
Yeah, man. Just have them face off.
That's my dream match.
Gorilla Destiny. Dude, there's so many thick black goatees.
I love it. I love it. That's what I like in my tag team wrestling, man. That's all I look for in my tag team wrestling.
So the whole point of this spot that we're talking about is there's rumors that the Usos are returning to Raw. I don't.
Because wasn't it Jimmy or which one is it? Jimmy or Jay Uso that just got cleared of the DUI?
I think it was maybe Jimmy. I don't quote me on it, but basically what I heard was that
I have no idea.
Basically, what I heard was that creative was being like WWE was telling creative to like start coming up with ideas to bring the Usos back to WWE, and then the word right now is that they're just gonna stay on Raw, which means even though we're not talking about it,
Jimmy cleared, yeah.
Which means Naomi is probably gonna stay on Raw too, given that they're not gonna separate the husband, like the married couple, they're not gonna separate them, and then Raw right now needs more women talent, so they could really use Naomi. So I would love to see them on Raw, and man, maybe they show up, maybe they pull Hardy Boys and just do like a last minute on the day surprise return, just like the Hardys did at WrestleMania.
They need to bring Naomi back because like on my Spotify top 100 list, Naomi's entrance music, her entrance music is so good.
I gotta ask about that. How many people do really listen to WWE entrances? Like,
I got like 8 songs
for real. Like, oh my god,
I never do.
Man, Naomi.
I'm not talking trash. But I just haven't done that since like
my wife asked me. She's like, "How do you listen to this stuff? It's not like actual music, but it is actual music." I see what you're saying, but it's good music.
Yo, you know what I hate to admit, and this is somehow I work this into every effing episode. My favorite entrance music that I actually did put on my Walkman during the time was Our Lady Peace's entrance for Chris Benoit. Like, whatever. That song was freaking awesome, dude.
It was such a good song. It was a good song.
Tell me the current remix of the Usos entrance isn't a banger that you can't put on your MP3 player.
Who?
And walk
Wait,
down the
MP3
street.
players. Wait, what are you still doing with
MP3?
Rob?
Yo, this man over here rocking a Zune.
And
Like,
I thought you were gonna go back in time and start using Walkmans like Kevin was using
the other day,
Carlson
we just kept sending Kevin further and further back to the past. We're like, yeah, he's got it. Kevin's out there with his 8-track.
Yeah.
Yo,
The Usos are on my
Vinyl
Spotify.
hooked up to my car and shit, man. I don't, you know,
yo,
you know how I'm living.
Oh man. So wait. How do you? Everyone listens to music like off their phones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but going back to the Usos, I think Raw desperately needs them. If they go to SmackDown, they could use the help too. I think Raw needs more of the help right now. The tag team division in general just misses the Usos. We need a little bit more of that Uso penitentiary in WWE. I miss them, man.
Yeah,
like, they're
Raw
one of
needs
my
to be
favorite
locked
tag teams.
down, son. Needs to
I
be
lied.
locked
It's
down.
number 5. I don't know if that's gonna.
No, that ain't showing up. Get that off the
I tried.
screen, man.
Number 5. I'm a yays.
I think I would much rather them go to SmackDown, honestly. Just sitting here thinking about it. SmackDown's very limited right now. Like, I feel like Vince.
Vince
Like,
who? Our Vince or
McMahon-
WWE?
No,
Yo,
Vince McMahon, man.
yeah.
Like, he gave SmackDown, like, good little name. They got Roman, Braun, Daniel, Fiend. You know, it's 4 good names. But if you look at the depth chart on just about every division, you know, women's too, but women on SmackDown kind of.
Keep him off of SmackDown, bro. We got Otis on Heavy Machinery
Yeah.
on SmackDown.
I
I don't
can't
want
wait
no
to talk
shine
about
to be
that.
taken
Just
away
saying.
from Heavy Machinery and Otis, man.
But over
Yeah,
in
man.
the Revival, the only ever heel tag team you got is.
Can we talk about
one
Otis
that has
now?
the IC champion. So
I'm gonna go old man on y'all.
What?
Oh no.
Hey, the Otis thing, yeah, that's on our list down the road. I'm gonna go old man on.
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
go.
man.
Well, wait.
I'm
Well,
gonna
wait.
go pre-attitude era.
Hold on. Let's
no.
get on to the next set of rumors really quick. This one we don't have to dive too much into, but it does spawn a question I think that I want to ask you guys. And it's a pretty much like a yes or no question, and then maybe you guys can kind of give me reasons why.
I'm gonna gamble and say yes.
I hope you're right, Rob. I hope you're right.
Shooting from the hip.
So the rumor is Paul Heyman is currently building up his Raw superstars, Charlotte, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Buddy Murphy, and Aleister Black. This is coming off of the heels that 2020 not only will ring in a new decade, but amongst the WWE departures, one of the names slated to depart WWE, Vince McMahon himself. Vince gone. 2020.
Yes.
Please.
Hey, Daniel Bryan, this one.
Yes.
Not gonna happen.
Yes.
not gonna happen.
Not gonna
Oh
happen.
That ain't gonna
man.
happen. That man is gonna die in his chair. He's never.
He's gonna die in gorilla position,
you're
bro.
right.
He's never gonna let go. If
But-
he was gonna let go, he would have let go by now. He would-
Humor
that's it. That's how he was
me.
doing it.
So I'll get to the rest of the theory. Vince McMahon right now is investing 4 times the amount of money into the XFL that he did in the initial run. So he is going to go all in on the XFL, hand over the day-to-day ongoings of WWE to
And
Triple
then
H.
realize a week later he handed over his nuts. He's gonna come back.
To be fair,
Screw football. I'm back in
I
wrestling.
understand it's 4 times the money. But if you really think about that, that makes sense because they're making. If you look at their actual revenue, they're making so much more money now than they did back then. I mean, they just got a 2 from the Fox deal and Saudi Arabia deal alone.
But-
they
Yeah,
got the
that's
money
true.
back.
That's
Tw-
true.
But here's the mission statement. 2020 could be the year that the Royal Rumble and WWE in general focus on building up the younger roster to make new stars. And evidence of this is they're going to be doing at the Royal Rumble 10 superstars from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. That would be in it.
I heard that was for the women's. I didn't hear a confirmation
No,
for the
it'll be
men's
for
rumble.
both. And
It's a
it
rumor.
only
It's a
makes
rumor. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're gonna do that, that's because you're trying to bolster your new superstars, making stars out of NXT who only had like 3 spots in the men's Royal Rumble, had about 5 or 6 in the women's last year. Because they're at war right now with AEW on Wednesday. You can't attack AEW if all you're focused on is Raw and SmackDown. So what do? You build up the new guys on NXT. Vince
I'm about to break Kyle's heart.
Go ahead, man. Go
Oh
ahead.
no.
All right. Look, I understand. But after Survivor Series, it only makes sense for 10 guys. They're obviously on these big pay-per-views. NXT is going to be in it. And I know what you're saying, but and I don't like the guys reporting either. But
Who do you guys think is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble right now? Who's winning the Women's Royal Rumble right now?
Lacey Evans?
Shayna Baszler.
Stop it.
Shayna. NXT. NXT.
I hear that, but, and I don't like reporters either, but every single one of them reported Vince McMahon booked Survivor Series. Vince isn't this anti-NXT like we thought. It was his idea to book Survivor Series the way they did.
I've got to, no, my theory is a two-part theory. My theory is part A, does Vince step away? Part B has nothing to do with him stepping away, but instead WWE 2020 focusing on its younger talent and creating new stars.
I think B is more likely.
B.
I think
B.
I think you're already seeing that. Here's a hot take.
A hard hot take.
Hard hot
Raw's-
take. What is this?
Raw, a hot take.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh,
Raw
no.
has been the second best show
No.
for the last 4 months.
Hold on. Wait. Who's talking right now?
No, not overall. Not
Sorry,
overall.
I had to bust your balls.
Not overall. But in some ways, Raw's been near the top. You go down the Raw roster right now. We just talked about before the show, or no, it was during the show.
Brock Lesnar.
Everyone wave to Kevin's kid. Hi, Kevin's son.
No,
Hey,
seriously.
you want to say hi?
No,
Randy Orton.
Rey
Come here.
Mysterio.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
Hello.
we have our.
Come here.
Say hi real quick. Hey.
Hey.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Go on.
Rey Mysterio. They're getting more outright than I thought they would this point.
Yeah.
Randy Orton
Yes. Yeah.
is in a great place. They're
But
getting
he
the
just got
even
hurt.
the hot. No, time out. Humberto Carrillo, they're getting the best out of him.
Who?
Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, Kevin Owens, AOP. You go down the roster, and there's not many people that isn't in a good place or where they shouldn't be. They're even been getting mini stuff out of Mojo Rawley. And it's not more than what he needs. He's a guy that should be used exactly how he has. Everybody on that show, they've used properly the last month and a half.
Wait, I got lost. What was the point? I forgot. You lost me, Seth.
His point is Vince isn't breaking it anymore.
No,
No.
Vince is the brand. Every single guy on the Raw roster is being used properly. They've
Okay.
been building
Which
stuff.
So
is new.
you believe that 2020 they are going to build new stars?
Yeah, and it's not really Vince McMahon. They're already doing it.
But what I
Here in
mean
the
is-
last 2 months.
But you,
I think Kyle's questions was A, do you think this is the year that Vince McMahon leaves and
Yeah.
steps away, or B, do you think this is the year that they focus more on younger stars? That had nothing to do with the question, Seth. And
Yeah, well, we're talking about.
In Seb's defense, everything he said was logical. So I mean, it may not have been the answer.
no,
but
I agreed with him.
No,
It wasn't an answer to any of the
sometimes
It
con artists had to
fits
know how to
into a
spin
different
stuff,
question.
though. Sometimes,
No.
Oh my
If they
God.
bring these guys up, they're going to use them how they should. Exactly what they're doing with that talent on Mondays now. They're
Okay.
not doing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're going to focus on this younger talent. They're not going to do what they would have 2 years ago, bringing NXT talent up and waste them.
okay, fine. Yes or no
getting
question, really
smarter.
quick, just because we're running over right now. Does Vince step away in 2020?
No.
no.
Okay. So
No.
I'll add to that question: does Vince step away ever?
no, but I think he takes
No,
a
he's
step-
immortal.
step
He's a
He
wrestling
uploads
god.
his consciousness into an AI robot that just sits in Gorilla.
No, it's just gonna be one of those talking heads like in Futurama. It's just gonna be sitting in gorilla. And that's what it's gonna be.
It's really
That's
what it feels
perfect.
like, man. It's gonna be
Okay, so Kyle, you were saying that it feels like they might be building up some young stars to compete with AEW. Speaking of that, let's just go right into AEW content right here. We
Yep.
can skip over like the other topic. We can cover that towards the end. But
Mhm.
Sebastian, you were mentioning on the group chat that you heard that the AEW ranking system is going to be reset at on the first. Is that correct?
Yep.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
reporting, Sebastian? Well, no, fill us in, man, because I haven't done any research. So this is all you, bro.
they're gonna reset it at the start of the year. I don't know. It don't really make sense. They're gonna have a yearly record, but on the side they're gonna have an overall record too. So I don't know why you have them both. But yeah, that's the way
I
they're
see-
going.
Just
I see
report
why.
the news and not like throw shade at it, man. Just
I see
report
why.
it.
I see why 100%.
Yeah.
Because I mentioned earlier, I'm an AEW guy. I like my AEW. That's why I don't really watch NXT. I like the reset ranking because I've been in the back of my head. I'm like, it's gonna take you a while because right now you got Jon Moxley at the top of the list. Jon Moxley's a beast. Everybody likes Jon Moxley. Cool. Have him be the top of your rankings. Let him win match after match after match after match. Jon Moxley wins 8 matches in a row. That's 8 matches that the next guy has to win to start being on top.
Yeah.
So-
If they did that, if
Bill
they actually
away.
did that, that'd be okay. But they don't really go off the records for everything.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, hold up.
Can we just report the news? Can we just report the news without fighting?
Sebastian, as the NXT guy, I will contradict you and say that they're going for a sports-like field. What happens after every season? The record
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
think
sense.
that's exactly the point that Rob was trying to make, really, at the end of the day.
That's fine.
There you go. That's
fine.
that's all I can. That's all I'm gonna say is that I thought it was kind of weird they came out of nowhere, but it makes sense if it's gonna be. It gives a reason why someone that's in the losing streaks suddenly gets into the title picture because their record got reset. The only issue is that they started up in October, so they only had a shortened season. So think as January 2020 being the new season, so everything's gonna reset.
So come January 2021, you're gonna forget that it was weird that they only had a month and a half, and all of a sudden they announced.
Exactly. No one's
Yeah.
gonna remember.
Yeah.
Well,
No
I
one's gonna
did.
remember.
I heard. Now listen. I heard on a couple people reporting that it won't actually reset January 1st, but at the pay-per-view Double or Nothing 2.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
Cody came out and said on New Year.
No,
Yeah,
I've heard both now. I've heard both. I'm
Yeah,
just
I heard
saying.
both as well.
I think
Regardless of
Cody
the
was
date, I
one
think
that
it's
said
good.
New Year,
I don't
though.
care.
Yeah. I don't care either way. I mean, granted, yeah, the first year, season, whatever, resets, but then from there going forward, it's gonna make sense.
Yeah.
But
I'm all about it. I'm all.
But then
about
that would mean you would need your big event for the end of the year, don't you think? Where your records apex.
They come in Chicago to close off the year every year. Apparently.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
Keep coming to Chicago.
unless they get blown away by the wind.
You know what? Stop that! Stop that!
That was
Stop
an
that!
old
You guys got
man
nothing
dad
going
joke.
on.
Shame on
Sorry.
you, Rob.
Y'all
Shame on you, Rob.
Y'all just mad that you named your new arena after Little Caesars. That's all that. You got your Pistons suck. Your Lions suck.
Now
Detroit
you're
sucks. The only thing good out of Detroit is Eminem. That's it.
The Red Wings.
the Red
The Red Wings.
Yes, guys.
Actually, they really were
Yes.
good for a long time.
No. My wife went to on Facebook today. She found this lady was giving away a bag full of toys. I got four kids. So she found this bag full of toys, right? And in this bag full of toys was a bobblehead from a Red Wings giveaway. You know what the first thing I did? I took my bobblehead and I said, "So Wings are we gonna win tomorrow?" And I made the bobblehead say no.
Out of all your teams, ain't that the last one to win a championship?
Oh my god.
Man, I just mentioned
dude.
earlier how it's been freaking 11 years.
I love this.
Hey, but you know who is winning recently? Otis, man.
Otis
Dosovich
is
a
the
big winner
man.
in
Oh
right
my
now.
god, I love Otis,
He's not a
bro.
winner though. He's not a winner.
Not yet. but he's gonna win.
no.
He's gonna win the big prize.
So, how about
Okay.
we're 2 weeks into this Otis and Mandy love story, and it's already leaps and bounds better than Bobby Lashley and
Yes.
Oh my God.
Lana.
100%. But I'm gonna go pre-attitude era on you guys. I'm gonna
Okay,
say,
you've been preparing
what
something.
I foresee is them recycling the Godwins and Sonny, and I forget their name. The freaking Godwin that was obsessed with Sonny for ages, and she let him on, but never gave him the time of day, and he got his heart broken, and he finally slopped her, and that was it. That was the end. That's
I
what I foresee
remember
happening.
that. Oh, we're old, Rob.
Way back, bro. Back when Vader was a thing.
Yep.
Tecmo
Yep.
Team 2000 was a
The
thing.
Godwins. They were
I'm
awesome.
not as down on the whole lot of stuff as you all are, but I think this could be leading to. We saw Dolph getting involved in the storyline a little bit, and if you pay attention, Mandy and Sonya is kind of teasing a split up. Maybe a mixed tag match, maybe down the line. Never know.
That'd be cool.
Mixed tag. What was it? Was it mixed match challenge season
Yep.
3?
Yeah.
Maybe
Otis
that's
and
what
Sonya
the
at the
payoff
end.
is they're gonna announce that they're gonna be in the new season of Mixed Match Challenge. That's
Yeah.
the big payoff. And it's not really Otis going on a singles run and being the top.
I see
rated
Otis
match.
getting his
And
heart
winning-
Otis,
winning the
not
title and the
singles.
girl.
No.
Dude, Mandy, if Mandy breaks Otis's heart, like legitimately,
It's gonna happen.
she will be the biggest heel on
No,
SmackDown.
no, happen.
Easily.
Yo,
Yeah.
dude, like he is such a lovable guy. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's great. You know what I mean?
He's a teddy bear.
He is such a
Yeah.
teddy bear, man.
He's so over too.
yes,
Yeah.
dude. When I was at SmackDown, Otis easily got the loudest pop of the night. Easily, leaps and bounds bigger than Roman. Anything that happened there, it was Otis.
Quick question for everyone: is Otis the Shawn Michaels of the Heavy Machinery,
No.
and is Tucker
No.
the Marty Jannetty of this tag team? Is
no.
that what's gonna happen?
Wait. Absolutely. But the thing
No.
is, Otis can't go
No.
on a single run, though.
No.
I don't think Otis can go
Oh,
single
Otis
runs.
can.
Yeah.
I think Otis can. He has the
I
mic
don't know.
skills. He has the move set for it. He's charismatic. He's a great character. He may never be a top champion, but I can see him be a decent mid
Well, you know
card
who
guy.
he's not? He's not Shawn Michaels.
What do you mean?
He
it's not
strikes me
skills?
as
Tucker talks for him 100% of the time, and all
Yeah.
says, "Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Because that's
not
the
a world
gimmick.
title. No,
No,
That's
that's
the
the current gimmick. Who was what was it? George something Steele that chewed up the
George
turnbuckle.
the Animal Steel.
That's who he
George the Animal
strikes me.
Steel.
That's who Otis strikes me as, man.
no. I love Otis, but if he's ever world champ, I might quit the show. I love
no.
Otis.
I
That's good for
didn't
Otis.
say he'd be world champ. I just said he'd be a
No.
top singles guy.
He has more potential in the
Tranquilo.
singles run. than-
Tranquilo, Seb. Tranquilo. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. I was just saying I wouldn't be opposed to Otis.
Who?
having a
Okay,
singles run.
wait. Let's put Seb on the spot. Who wins the U.S. title, Otis or Tucker?
Like, I don't want.
Pick it.
Damaging your
Pick-
title.
Pick it. Who wins the U.S. title?
Come on, man. It's
Say
One
it.
word answer, one or the other.
Otis. Otis is Shawn Michaels. Confirmed. All right.
No,
okay.
I didn't think that was a hard question, man.
I didn't really think so.
Sebastian.
Seb's soul. I can feel Seb's soul like hurting right now.
Anyways,
Damaging your title.
it wouldn't damage the U.S. title. How would it damage
It
the
would
U.S.
damage
title?
that title. Oh yeah, let's
You-
go from AJ Styles to Rey Mysterio to Andrade to somewhere.
To Otis.
yeah, let's not bring the title down at all.
Well, really, it actually wouldn't be the U.S. title. It would be the Intercontinental title. Would be on Otis.
Oh,
Shinsuke
Otis.
never defends it. Shinsuke's still 10 times better than Otis. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, all right, moving on. SmackDown also revealed the number one contender for the Universal Championship. Daniel Bryan will be taking on The Fiend at Royal Rumble, man. How great is this?
Hype.
I love it. I think it's
Yeah.
great that they're continuing this. Obviously, the Fiend's gonna retain the title, but I love that they're gonna win this match. Maybe they include the Miz down the line, but right now I thought this is the right way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pains me to say this, but it wouldn't shock me if Corbin gets at it.
No, it looks like they're doing something with him and Roman. That's not done.
Yeah,
yet. Like, he
Corbin's
came out-
going to Roman.
Yeah, true, but Corbin was able to change that match 3 times because
So-
of what his beliefs was. He could just say Roman screwed him.
Another thing that's been breaking lately is certain venues have been advertising that there's a match between Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin, and the loser has to eat dog food.
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, but they
Loser
was
eats
also
dog food. Rob, I know you're
That
into
was
that
a-
shit, right, Rob?
let's roll, man. Can he use his hands, or does he have to eat his dog?
Just a big trough of dog food.
There was
for all
also
people.
local advertisements of them having like a kennel hell match and shit. Too,
Oh, Jesus
So,
Christ.
and that didn't happen, so let's not take that too seriously.
Anyway, it was just a simple joke, but here's the thing: if I would love to see Baron
No,
Corbin have
that's
to
not
eat
a
dog
joke.
food.
That is an advertisement. I seen what.
No, I'm just saying.
Yo, is the Fiend at Vince's house right now? Because his stuff is going out. Like,
What do you mean?
anyone else
Yeah.
seeing that?
I
Your
saw
videos.
it.
Yo, man, the like you flickering at your house, bro. Like, yeah.
Is it?
Yo, it's kind of
Oh.
terrifying, man.
I don't know, man. If you guys don't see me in the next 5 minutes, you know why.
Yo.
Or if the lights go red, just let me know.
Call cops, man. Dial
It was nice
911
knowing
for
you
it.
guys. 2020, I never got to meet it.
Yo,
Never got to see 2020.
let's go home with this stuff really quick. Where does Killer Cross wind up right now? Hot take: AEW, NXT,
NXT.
or
Scarlett,
NXT.
he's
NXT.
dating Scarlett Bordeaux. Scarlett Bordeaux just signed with NXT. That's where he's going.
NXT. Go ahead, Kevin, Rob.
Impact.
Impact. He left Impact, Rob.
NXT UK.
NXT UK. All right.
There you go. That's the
Ring of
outside
Honor.
Lastly,
Ring of Honor.
Jericho faces Tanahashi at New Japan. If Tanahashi wins, he gets a shot at the AEW World Championship. Does this mean New Japan AEW get a collab? Confirmed or no?
I hope so, because right now for me I think AEW is lacking people that I'm invested in. I know there's a lot of people in there to be invested in, but me personally, I like the Lucha Bros, I like the Bucks. Like the guys that I'm invested in aren't in any big stuff. So if they get some New Japan people in there, I'd love to see that. I think that'd be great.
Sick.
Well, I'm into it too, and it's been rumored for a while that they might have some kind of partnership. So this makes perfect sense. I'm down.
Rob, we gonna see New Japan and AEW collab?
I think they're just bringing this in as a psych. Like, yeah, y'all was paying attention now, but it didn't happen. So now,
No.
y'all paid attention. So now y'all watching some New Japan. You got.
Oh
That's my
man.
shit. That's my take.
I'm gonna say yeah, we're gonna have a collab here midway
for
through next year.
kayfabe, yes, they're not gonna pull it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hypothetical. Let's say they do. Everybody, what's your dream match scenario between like AEW and New Japan?
I don't know anybody in New Japan, so
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Nah?
All right.
Oh,
No,
come on.
don't worry, I got your back, Vince.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know the people that they put on my cable television. That's who I know.
Well, on that note, New Japan's cable channel did get taken out.
Yeah,
They-
I saw that
so-
too.
And that's a thing too. I don't know what that means. That kind of leans forward for them to join up. You'd think, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna say my New Japan AEW dream match is going to be the Golden Elite, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks with Ibushi rather, taking on the Inner Circle. That's what I want. Just go to Ibushi. Just throw it into an all AEW match.
That's a good match right there. That's a good match to see.
And
But-
it was teased. Remember the October show that AEW did where they had the 32-bit teaser before Kenny Omega's match? And it was like you forgot your best friends, or you thought your best friends forgot you, or whatever.
yeah.
One of the blacked out characters was Kota Ibushi with that title. I mean, with the tournament trophy that you win. I forget it.
right.
I promise you that was Kota. They wouldn't do that for nothing.
Okay, so with that being said, just because the top faction right now in AEW obviously is the Inner Circle, one of the top factions in New Japan, Los Ingobernables de Japón, LIJ, Naito's old faction versus Jericho's faction, 5 versus 5 match, that'd be kind of cool. Or you know what? Let me get Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. I want to see that.
You know what I want to see actually really quick though? Last one right now.
Mm-hmm.
Orange Cassidy versus Yano.
Yes,
Yes,
that's the
that's the one. That's the
Orange
one.
Cassidy versus Yano. That's the match.
I don't know who Yano is, but I'm down for that. I'm down.
He's a comedy character.
Yo, he's
a comedy
the
roll.
wrestler.
Let's do it.
funniest dude, man. He's so
Let's roll.
funny, Rob.
Rob, have you seen any Colt Cabana stuff?
I've heard the name, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd
remember,
probably know
hey,
his face
remember.
if I seen him, but
Rob, when did you
best
start watching
WWE
wrestling
version I
again?
could say Okay. Like he's like kind of like a combination of what R-Truth does and what Santino was. So like he does some comedy stuff.
I'm game for that.
He fills that role, and then you combine that with Orange Cassidy. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that's the dream match right there,
dude.
Kyle, you win, man. You win. That's the match.
His finishing move is removing the turnbuckle and rolling up his opponent. That's his finishing move,
That's
right
correct.
there. Yes. Yo, Yano's the greatest. Rob, I'm gonna throw you some gifts.
Yes.
And maybe like a match or two to watch. Yeah, Yano's
This guy
the
sounds
man.
amazing.
He is.
Rob, look up if you can Colt Cabana versus Yano. It serves two purposes. It's an amazing comedic Yano match, and two, you get to see some Colt Cabana, the Chicago guy, just plug in the city.
Anyways, all right, let's plug some. Oh wait, Seb, what's up, man? Final thoughts.
It was actually on the RKO attempt. It was actually his knee. I guess he landed awkward like his legs, and he somehow bent his knee up. So that was the Randy Orton injury.
Well, that's Randy Orton right there. Oh man, that's it for him.
Oh, Randy Orton versus Will Ospreay. There you go. Or Will Ospreay versus Seth Rollins. Let's do that. Just kidding. If New Japan WWE collab, that's the matches.
That's the one. Listen, you guys. Thank you guys for joining us so much.
Wait, I'm gonna throw one more topic out there.
Oh,
Men's Royal Rumble. Who's entrant number 17?
17?
Why 17?
I don't know. Why not?
I'm gonna say Humberto Carrillo.
Okay, Kyle,
Tucker.
Kevin.
No way, Jose.
Yeah, I like it. And who else do we got here?
Is there anyone
Pink
else
tie?
in the podcast?
Pink tie.
Pink tie over here. Keith Lee. He said Keith Lee. All right.
Keith
All right,
Lee.
We'll see.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Kevin and say no way, Jose, man.
Anyone want to do our outro?
Damn right. Good pick.
One last plug.
Women's Royal Rumble entrant number 23.
Shayna Baszler.
No, that's gotta be the last one.
No, she's gonna be 23. Because she's the best woman in that Rumble, just like Michael Jordan, best player in basketball. Correlation right there.
Ooh.
There you go. That's what I'm seeing.
Lacey Evans wins the Women's Rumble.
I'm gonna say Maria Kanellis.
I thought you were gonna say Maria Menounos.
No, Maria Kanellis, 9 months pregnant.
She pops the kid out during the
She's
match.
23 and 24.
Who wins the match?
She gives birth in the middle
daughter
of
wins
the
the
Royal
match.
Rumble.
Jesus.
This is terrible. We're going off the rails. Okay, listen. No, for real. Anybody want to take the outro? Go ahead.
Not it.
Bye. Fucking that shit.
No, stop it.
Okay. All right. So I'll just go because you guys are just being a little wuss about it. So
Yep.
from the Smack Rock crew, we'd like to wish you guys a very happy new year. We'll see you guys back in 2020. Make sure you catch on the 31st our creators tournament. We'll be back next Sunday for our very first podcast of the new year. We might be covering some New Japan. You never know. Go ahead and download this episode on any media device that you listen to your podcast. Just download them. Don't just listen to it. Download it because it helps our numbers. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Comment down below. Follow us on Twitter. Have a good New Year, guys. We'll catch you guys then. Later, guys. Bye.
Mandy Rose entrant number 7.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
See ya.
So,